Hi everyone. In this series of episodes, which I call Happy Parenting and Teaching, we're going to discuss, as I mentioned, some of the issues concerning teaching and learning. In the last episode, I explained to you how the brain, the mind, and the buddhi are three independent variables which will decide the quality of learning. And I also explained to you my understanding of NLP has improved over a period of time when I started applying it, and this is the connectivity. Now many of us or many people whom I come across have a big confusion on NLP. They think that NLP is something like mesmerism or hypnotism, or it has to do something which is very, very difficult. Simple truth is we have to be intelligent enough. We should apply our buddhi so that our mind is focused, so that our brain is engaging in activities which are relevant. I'm going to, before I go into the details of NLP, I'm going to talk to you on two important words. One is called the methodology. We talk about methodology. Methodology. The other one is called, let us talk about what is called a technology. Technology. They are two different words. Methodology means it is a set of steps. Right? You follow certain steps, you get an outcome. Now, somebody comes and asks me, I go and ask somebody how to switch on this light. They say there is a switch there, and go switch it on, the light is on. So methodology is to follow certain steps. Actually 90%, 99% of the chances you need to know only the methodology. Now what we talk about user-friendly software, you don't have to know details about how the software is written. But one day I come and switch on that switch, the light doesn't go on. That means my methodology has failed. That means I should know the technology. At the time of installation, the electrician will only say, this is a switch, and for that lamp, switch on. If I go and ask him where is the positive, where is the negative, where is the neutral, well, nobody has time to explain all those things. He will say, just switch on that switch, the light will be on. He will teach you the methodology. But then what happens, whenever there is a problem, we call it as a problem. Now what is a problem? Problem is a gap between what should be happening and what is happening. That's called the problem. Now, I switch on the switch, the light is not on, there is a problem because the light should be on, it is not on. That means I should know the technology. If you look around the world, our quality of life has improved, not only because of methodology, but because of technology. Now look at the gadgets we are using, look at the technology we are using. Now let us say the distance between A and B. Now let's say A is Chennai and B is Delhi. The distance is about, let us say about 2,000 miles or whatever. There was a time when we were traveling, maybe we took about 100 days, who knows, by walking to Delhi, right? But today we are able to reach the same destination, Delhi, in less than 3 hours. Does it mean that Delhi and Chennai have come together or come closer? No. We started using technology to create the outcome in a more effective way. That means with less of investment of our resources, we are able to reach more of the outcome. NLP is a technology. Now, look at the gadgets available. Telephone, you take it. There was a time when there were two pieces. One piece called mouthpiece, the other piece called the hearing piece. This is how a telephone was invented by Graham Bell, who knows. But over a period of time, the technology improved. And the mouthpiece and the hearing piece, both of them came in the same instrument. Over a period of time, we came across what's called a cordless receiver. Then we have a mobile telephone. There was a time when the telephone was used only for communicating words, and there was a pager. If you remember, a pager, if I want to communicate something to somebody, I should go to a telephone booth, telephone somebody, give the message that will be transmitted. But today, the technology integrates the SMS facility also. There was a camera, and camera is for taking pictures, telephone is for talking to somebody. Camera got integrated, technology. Then there was a video camera that got integrated. Then I had a computer to receive my emails, my voicemails or whatever it is. It got integrated. So in one piece, you have the telephone, you have the messages, you have the camera, you have the video camera, you have the computer, right? Who knows how this is going to expand more? The only difference is technology is becoming more and more effective. You have to understand that without technology, you will find it very, very difficult to live today. You have more distances to travel. You have more challenges to meet. You have more things to do in lesser and lesser and lesser amount of time. Like we are using technology in various places. Take, for example, writing. There was a time when somebody wrote in manuscripts, maybe a palm leaf, who knows. Subsequently, the paper was introduced. Then they started writing. Carbon sheet, remember? Carbon pencil and carbon sheets. Then typewriter came. With manual typewriter, with you have to really go on beating it. Then came the electronic typewriters, and now you know what type of facilities we have. Similarly, in order to get outcome from children, we have to change the technology. We have to adopt technology. The same method of teaching may not be useful, may not be relevant today. Between last time and this time, I got a message, I got an email from one of the parents, and the message, the email, the parent wants to know, 20, 30 years ago, the situation was not that tough. When I studied in an ordinary government school, I was able to come up in life. And this parent, young couple, they say their in-laws are asking, why should you use a different technology when I was able to bring you up with a normal technology? My answer to you is this. 20 years ago, you crossed a road in a particular way. The same road, if you are going to cross the same way you crossed 20 years ago, imagine what will happen. Today, you walk into your kitchen and remove all the technology-assisted gadgets, like your milk cooker, like a pressure cooker, like your oven. You take everything out and see what happens. We have to change with time. So we have to understand methodology. For example, teaching in a classroom to a blackboard and say a plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. If you teach the same way you were taught some 20 years ago, you may do that, but the gap between teaching and learning will not get filled up. NLP gives you a technology, a new technology of communicating. Interested to know how? Wait and watch. Let us meet in the next episode. See you till then.